everyone, this is the Cavalier here, and welcome back to another series in the game playlist called as the G2E1. And in this one, I want to talk to you guys about the Assassin's Creed franchise, trying to, expand itself into the entertainment business, such as movies and TV shows. And from a fan of the Assassin's Creed, the original, the first game, the classic where you live to play as Altair. And Desmond, there is a lot of community that breaks down, hating Desmond or loving Desmond. But I pretty much have a neutral point of him because we are not experiencing his story. We are experiencing the life of others through him. He's just a, a doorway into the soul of the ancestors, to be honest with you. So you gotta get inspired from Altairs, the Ezio's, and the Connors instead of getting inspired from Desmond. So the fans took the wrong way in that. But pretty much apart from that, that's the only thing that kind of stopped me from loving the new games because spoilers. If you guys don't know, I don't want to say, the main character, something happens to the main character which kind of forces you to concentrate on something else. It pushed the game to, kind of ditch that character to concentrate on something else. So these are all the things that happens in the game. And if you take any game for that matter, like even if you take Assassin's Creed 1, the original thing, it had gameplay content for like 15 to 20 hours. That based on my style of playing, immersing yourself in the game, not taking that much breaks, just finishing it off. I kind of finished Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in 15 hours. I started it in the morning and I finished late at night. So that's my sort of play, just finish the game, not just rushing through the game, but Assassin's Creed Brotherhood literally gave you that much of content only. But it was awesome content, that's what I mean. And if you want to concentrate on something like that, and you want to shrink that down to like 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and then you want to give it as a movie, people are gonna fucking hate it. And I hated that movie. Except Michael Fassbender, the movie was shit, to be honest with you. They tried to do a lot of various things, which kind of backfired on them. To be honest with you, the only thing that pissed me off was trying to make it as a franchise. Assassin's Creed 2, No, that doesn't work like that. You gotta. It's like Iron Man from Marvel Universe. They kind of said they didn't say anything for like a universe or stuff like that. They just released that one, and then they know obviously the behind the doors they're gonna make it a franchise, but they didn't show us that. They didn't imply us that. Literally in the last minute of the movie, you gotta know that. So that was amazing. But when you say like from the start of the thing, like you're gonna make it a franchise, you gotta really work on the game. The game was shit, to be honest with you. I mean, come on, everyone hated it, and I hated it, and probably it got the lowest scores of all time. And now they are realizing their mistake. Now they are planning to do, Assassin's Creed TV show. I don't know about that. It's just a rumor yet, but they are making a lot of mini anime series, hentai stuff like that in Japan. But to be honest with you, that's the way to go. TV shows are the way to go. Like 15 hours, break that down to one season, 20 episodes, or even like they can release it in Netflix, like The Witcher are doing, like 13 episodes, all releasing at the same day, so you won't lose the immersion of the Assassin's Creed games that you need to always have. So it's a win-win situation. But why didn't they do it in the first place is a mystery to me. Again, if you want to do a 2 hour content, expand it into 20 hours, that's fine. That's going to be a success. But when you try to string down the 20 hours content into 2 hours, that takes a lot of effort and that takes a lot of brain. Only Christopher Nolan can do that, and he didn't write this movie and he didn't direct this movie, so obviously it was going to be a failure. But I gotta give credits to Michael Fassbender for pulling off a role that was so hardly determined to fail. Pretty much, the directors knew it, the writers knew it, but he kind of stuck with the story. He kind of played his part. He was really dedicated. He was really hardcore, and I believed him as an assassin. I saw him as Altair. I saw him as Ezio Auditore. Pretty much, they are the same ancestors. So I kind of saw him from that perspective. But apart from that, everything else was breaking apart. The main lost of focus in the movie was the immersion failure that shouldn't happen in the game. As I told you guys, if you want to play the game, you gotta play it in a single sitting, or you have to take a little less breaks, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that sort of thing. If you kind of taken like 6 hours break, and then if you want to restart the game, it's gonna be a little bit hard for you because the story is kind of a little bit fast paced, so you gotta finish through the game pretty easily. And they didn't do that in the movie. They will like show the past, present, past, present, past, present, and it was like, what? Wait, what? And the Spanish Inquisition was some of the greatest aspects in Assassin's Creed 1, and the missions in Assassin's Creed 1 was simple, but they would have done a great job with the simplicity that made us a big thing, that made the game a little bit better, that made the game a little bit replayable. But in the movie they kind of showed it for like 10-15 minutes maximum, and in the spread of the things, that's not a good thing. And they kind of concentrated on the new things, and the pros of the movie was they kind of didn't go into the real bit of the animus thing. They kind of showed it in a cool way. That was a great thing. It was not a static thing, it was like moving as you move along in the real the past as well, so that was a good thing. But they didn't explain the villains, the Templars. They didn't explain the company that tries to get the artifacts. They didn't explain too much about the artifacts. They didn't explain much about the past, about Altair, how was considered as the god of assassins, and how he started the Brotherhood and his life story. The movie was failure right there. So that's pretty much it about this one, guys. In the next G2E one, I will talk about the new rumored to be Assassin's Creed TV show, and I'll talk about something like Mass Effect comic books or Mass Effect animation that happened, the movies in Mass Effect, stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. This is a Peculiar Cavalier here, and hit that like button, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel for everything that is gaming, and for everything that is gaming that goes to entertainment, stuff like that as well. So thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Let it go.